Oh, there we go. Hello, lads. Sorry about that. Welcome to a new section. Distortion Detective. 11. Motherfucker! I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna fucking kill you! This bitch! Motherfucker. I have water. That's all I have to say. I have water. Fuck up. Shut up. Fuck off. Shut off. Fuck up. Who cares? I can't speak the English language anyway. Go rock and stone now. Bitch ass. Bro comes in here just to insult me once. Hour and a half long video about AK assembling a kidney. I personally partially disassembled one in like 20 seconds first try back in college. Full one just has a few extra steps. Yes, but it's going through. It would probably be going through it meticulously and properly. You're not trying to speedrun it. Alright, you aren't in a fucking action situation, bitch ass. You were trying to go do shit with it. And also, those few extra steps might take a long time. You aren't a professional gunsmith. Oh, so why the fuck are you disassembling AKs in college? I feel like I'm going insane. Welcome back. To Distortion Detective, the new kind of beginning section of every stream. I'm going to read a chapter of Distortion Detective. So, we're gonna start off where we ended last time. Every person is different, thus every person's distortion is different. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of the trench that is the human mind, therefore it is difficult to judge a distortion's nature hastily. I'll have to knock on their minds and confront them myself to find out, which is frankly an exceedingly tiring work. Repeating such thoughts, I kept walking forward, before I finally reached the culprit behind the laughter. It's mermaids, as I suspected. Primary military training, shit subject that I suffered on. That's just like, that's a weird subject to have in college. I think like, what's reason? Like, what would be reasonable is doing that in military. I know I have a mate who did fucking military training. He just finished his basic training because this motherfucker literally left university to do basic military training because he thought it would make him more disciplined. Oh, for fuck's sake, I keep on forgetting them to put them on a loop because apparently that's not fucking base. There we go. All we're doing is making notes, taking physical normative. I have a mate who fully thought it would teach him discipline to go to the military. He did primary training, and came back and said, that didn't teach me shit. We told you it wouldn't, because we told him it wouldn't teach him discipline or any of that shit. It wouldn't help him at all. But apparently what he had heard was, you won't do it, pussy. Which is probably one of the reasons he kept on doing it. I had to wear full chemical protection suit to get my pass. Also, we were marching and singing while doing it. For fuck's sake. They are mermaids with the body of koi, the faces of humans, and the bodies of colored carp. Their long hair flutters. That big dumb fish was... What? That big dumb fish was singing again. It's like she can't take a hint at all. Don't you think it's lame how she writes cringy lyrics to the song Sing with that voice? Oh, would have been much better singing if I was born that size, don't you think so? Three mermaids are sitting around, loudly chatting with each other. Their eye sockets are empty, like Zhang Lei's? Wait. Oh, Zhang Lei's was empty, I forgot. You either get this subject in school or dipped out for the last 2 years on it on the first college course? That was fucking wild. Perhaps there is a linkage to be found between them. The three merfolk appear to be communicating with their voices alone, unable to see each other. One of the striking features of the merfolk is the power in their voice. Every mer person I've seen in my job possessed an ability related to voice, one type or another. And the ability of these merfolks here seem rather straightforward. The words they loudly chatter become red thorns as they escape their mouths. The thorns are then shot towards somewhere. Sometime later, a sound can be heard from a distance. Mind if I join your conversation? Someone is singing out there, I reckon? Who are you? Excuse me, but we weren't talking to you? Jeez, what's a stranger doing listening to us? We were talking and laughing so loudly we couldn't help but hear it. Crossing her arms, Ruina rebutted. It's still a rude thing to eavesdrop on others. We're just talking by ourselves, mind your own business. Sheesh, what a scary world, we can't even talk in peace. What? Your voice acting? I don't give a shit, bro. Did I fucking ask KL? God. I want to fucking read Distortion Detective. This is the only way I'm fucking reading it. And God knows you haven't either. I mean, I don't know if you haven't. Did I need to ask you, fucktard? The fact that you say fucktard like it's an actual good insult proves me right. I don't need to tell you what I'm proved right on. You can infer that. My god. How fucking rude. I'm trying to stream here, man. I don't know who the fuck is talking, and it makes me so mad. Like, who the fuck is talking here? Maybe Reba? Okay. This motherfucker. One time back in school, Target is shooting with air gun. I think it was during... How the fuck do I translate that? Fucking leaf lover, how dare you? I ain't in the mood for fucking VA insults, especially when I think I'm fairly competent. I mean, I'm not fucking wordsmith, but like, neither are you. I don't think anyone here is a fucking wordsmith when it comes to voice acting. That man is a freak of nature. Fundamentals of life safety. Huh. Can't even do the Olympus voice! Shut the fuck up! Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, I fucking... If this motherfucker can't even do the Olympus voice, does he even know what the judges are? Gatekeep gaslight girl boss! Ishmael, do you even know the Limbus voice? Or what the judges are? The fault lies with you, clearly! Jeez, what a scary world. We can't even talk in peace. I apologize, we didn't intend to overhear it. Please understand that our ears had no choice other than pick up the sound traveling through the water. We need to know what's going on in this place. We need to know what's going on in this place. Oh my! I wish I could tell who's fucking talking in this fucking book. Oh, just the fucking title would fucking go swimmingly. And that's not a pun that we're in the water. I don't give a shit. You can skip army if you get into uni with military lectern. Finish it automatically, makes you low-ranking officer of reserve. Oh, fuck. I don't know the Australian laws on enlistment. I don't know Australian laws on enlistment, so I have no idea if I would need to go, just in case a war happens, to Australia. My fucking mate Pat, one of my mates had to, go to their country to basically get a fucking medical checkup because war. I think they failed. This wasn't Pat. He did a similar thing, but one of my mates, I think, failed. I don't know. I don't think I have a non-illusory chance of me going blind of it. Oof. No, oof. That's fucking trash. That's tragic, man. Kicked me out from the illusory office. Oh, sorry. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Did you come from above? One of the mermaids asked. We did come from outside, although we aren't from above. I had a feeling you weren't from around here. Here's a word of advice. There's a few rules that you should follow here. And what would those be? First off, you gotta pluck your eyes out. That's right, we don't see, we only hear and talk.
Seeing is the most dangerous thing you could do here.
This place looks rather beautiful, though.
That's precisely why. It's so dazzling and beautiful, it could kill you. So we gotta to show this eyes out.
How many mermaids like you are here?
Don't know. I think I've heard voices of 100 of them today.
There's still a bunch of surviving friends out there. Survive from what exactly?
From that huge monster, obviously. What else could it be?
You could dodge the drop by taking up her education only 2 times. Oh shit, for real? Goddamn. Oh wait,
Anyway, we let you hear too much from our voices.
You know, nothing is free in this world, right? What do you want us to yield? I wouldn't mind compensating you for the things you told me.
Your voice. Share your voices with us. You said this is your first time here, and we'll be conscientious and only take small portions from you two. You won't be unable to speak.
Detective Moses, they're starting to freak me out. You really are hid behind me. I paused for a moment to think. I'll have to follow the rules for a while. You take my voice, including this kid's share. Detective Moses! Yuria, trust me. Well, fine. The 3 mermaids took turns to kiss me. Each time the lists touched mine, it felt as though something was being pulled down my throat.
Hey, I didn't expect your voice to taste this good. They say your voice gained such savory taste as it ages.
That is so true. The mermaids babbled on, with much livelier and louder voices. My voice only has half the volume as much before. It feels rather raspy as well. Detective Amosement. What the fuck? Detective Amosement? I'm not real! I'm AI! I'm fucking what? I'm an AI fucking program! What is this? Detective Moses! Detective Moses, are you alright? Yuria asked worriedly. Yeah.
Let me tell you one more thing. You better not speak too much here. Not all mermaids will take voices gently like we do. You only have so much voice to spare. Then again, our existence would be pointless if we didn't talk now. That's why we talk non-stop and look for more voices.
Where can we find that giant fish you were talking about?
It's where the screams are coming from, and the place that shines so brightly it's headache-inducing.
She got a stupidly massive voice pocket. She's got a stupidly massive voice pocket and never runs out of how much she sings. Once again, red words spewed from her mouth became thorns that fly somewhere. Moments later, a scream is heard. Thank you. Leaving behind the mermaids, I headed for the direction where the screams came from. They still noisily chatter, as if they want to be heard by others. The large monster they mentioned... Fuck's sake! The large monster they mentioned and the source of the screams must be Faye. It would appear that Faye's own distortion is attacking her. Yuria, is it possible for your teddy bears to attack you?
Sure, it's possible, but there's no way I'd make such an order, though. I control the teddy bears like they're my hands and feet. You could slap your own trick if you bothered to. See what I mean?
This could possibly be a form of self-harm. 17 years old, a student, virtual school, red water, aquarium, freshwater, carp, mermaids, song, voice, thorns, self-harm. Solemnly enumerate the clues and make possible connections. Discord with someone at school, delicacy of a child at puberty, desire for a beautiful voice, urge to sing, self-loathing, attempted suicide, severed relationships. There's still too much leeway for guessing. This pool of red water was created by someone's blood. Bled from a wounded heart, most likely. Stagnant water means melancholy. The gloom is typically distorted in the form of water. Sadness, full of sorrow, manifests as seawater, usually with a deep blue hue. The subject often burrows deep into their own heart, settling in the ocean depths. On the other hand, blood red water is a disruptive kind. This place could be compared to an aquarium or a shallow pond. A body of stagnant water glowing in bright powder pink that is neither dark nor deep. An aquarium of depression where destructive impulse subtly rests. Repeating such thoughts in my mind, I slowly walked towards the epicenter of the sounds. When other screens paused, I spoke with blind mermaids passing by. With every mermaid talking about screams, I gained more information about where the source is located. As I got closer to the sounds, more red thorns quickly fly past me. I turn to deflect the ones that fly directly towards me with my sword as I advance.
With your sword? With your fucking sword? Don't you fight with a smoking pipe? What, do you mean a blade? Oh god!
Moses actually tries to be a good detective and won't just use this city therapy of beating the shit out of a person. I know, it's wild. Not long after, I encountered a giant carp emitting a bright pink glow. I let out a sigh of relief, finding this host of distortion in this expansive space has itself. Oh my god! It has created is half the battle won. The carp radiated with such brilliant light, it was akin to gemstone. Myriads of red thorns are lodged in its body. The colossal carp lets out painful screams. Blood is gushing out from its wounds, the carp sings, crying, a dreadful distortion created by herself. Dead mermaids litter the floor below the carp. Mermaids who still have eyes are lured by the light. When the mermaids approach the carp, long arms emerge from its mouth and pull her in for a kiss. Those hands then gouge the mermaid's eyes out. Bleeding from the emptied eye sockets, the mermaids writhe and sink to the bottom, unable to scream. Ruina and I were watching that scene with bated breath.
All of a sudden, a red thorn grazed past my cheek and nailed itself to the carp. The white veil enfolding us pops. We're slowly doused in red misery. Without a shroud to protect the mind, the carp's reddish light directly enters my eyes. My mind is slipping in and tried to block the light with my palm. Ruina, hand me a ribbon, with the feeling of enveloping something. Purple would be good. Distortion detective, finally. Finally? What do you mean, finally? Is this something you would wait for? Really? I mean, like, I understand it with Wordsmith. With Wordsmith, I've been waiting for Distortion Detective for way too long. Way too fucking long, to the point where I'm just reading it now. Yes, TCW, basically what we're going to be doing from now on is every single stream, at the start of the stream, we're going to read a chapter. Or more, depending on how interesting it gets. I'm probably gonna read another chapter after this. It just lets me get through this fucking thing, because I haven't actually read it. Isn't her ego saying literally just a cigarette? Yeah, that's why I'm confused about the sword. I can hardly speak at this point. My small voice was so small and coarse. Here! I've wrapped the ribbon Ruina gave me around the smoky pipe and I exhaled a deep violet breath. Dark smoke billowed from the pipe and surrounded the carp, holding it in place and restraining the light it emitted. I approached the carp and removed the thorn stuck in its body one by one. The carp shrilled each time a thorn was pulled out. The piercing shrieks invoked visions of face passed in my head. I just wanted to sing. I pull out a thorn. You were always alone at home. I pull out a thorn. You became friends with fellow students who enjoyed your songs. I pull out a thorn. You were happy that your friends would listen to the songs you read. But those friends change as time passes. Your friends only liked you for your pretty voice. They were only interested in your voice and not the songs you made. You began to think that your friends were jealous of you for that reason. You thought you were being hated. You were upset, you started hating your friends. That's why, Faye, you pushed away your friends one-sidedly. You became all alone. Faye. The mermaids that are inflicting pain upon you are illusions you created. You created a space to feel hurt, to vent your anger. Maybe the malice of your friends bear is an illusion as well. You'll never know until you have a heart-to-heart with them. Doubt and anger fostered
by presumptuous, you make your own will only make on your own will only harm. Yeah. Ugh. I continue to pluck out thorns. My ears are bleeding, my consciousness is barely holding up. She can be categorized as the type who only experience rejection from others. They created a space for themselves, they swallow anger inside of it. Without a vent to dissipate the rage, the emotion will eat away at them. The last remaining thorn is pulled. You'll face many hardships similar to this in the future. Please don't hurt yourself because of that. We need to have the courage to check the true feelings of others and ourselves. The process will surely be uncomfortable and painful. Just like now, feel free to contact me whenever you feel troubled with it. We'll ponder on the matter together. Bloody water poured out of Faye's room, and Faye and I were swept along with the flood and landed in the living room. Zhang Li and rushed to Faye and hugged her. It's another case solved. There's still a few scales left on Faye's face, but this is a good enough outcome. Doc, I don't know how to express my thanks to you! Zhang Li kept bowing to me in gratitude. Pay more attention to the child. I know your job keeps you busy, but you neglected her too much. Yeah, I really should. Thanks again, Doc. Knock, knock, knock. Someone bangs at the door. It's 2 in the morning right now, and I have a bad feeling about this. Zhang Li pulled a padao from his dimensional glove. A fucking what? A Chinese etched infantry weapon similar to a guandao. It has a... Nice thing about being on here is I could just do padao. Fuck's sake. Padao. Oh! I get it. Doc, stay here for a moment. He headed towards the entrance. I carried Faye on my back and returned to her room. The front door was knocked out of the frame and flown into the house with a loud noise. Fuck, what do I give Vesper Crabro? What is his voice? Chad, I need help. What the fuck is the voice of Vesper Crabro? Crab! Holy shit, he's the crab, bro! Oh! I never thought of that, KL. Thank you, as... Now, I'm just gonna quickly shoot myself because I don't actually know what the fuck that means. Oh! The Limbus voice, guys! Obviously... Whoa, sensitivity to endpoint. Of course, because there were an encore, because the recording thing. The Limbus voice it is. Where's like clock noises? Did you see his picture? I forgot. You know, I'm gonna go back a couple chapters and try to remember his picture. Oh, he's a tired man. Oh, this man is a tired guy. This man, he's very up. Oh my god, I'm just sick of my fucking job, and I don't care. Is Moses here? If Moses isn't here, I'm just going to stab you. Is that good? He's a very tired man. Blim blim blon. Hello, Vice Dragon. What are you doing awake? You'll forever be judged for being awake now that I know. You should never tell me your never tell me your time zone. It only works out. Oh, down here. There's a person named Moses here. Well, who are you? Zhang Li cast back an intimidating tone. Vespa Corroboro, Associate Fixer of Ed Corbin, a Taboo Hunter. Please spare me a moment. I have business to handle here.
Let me guess, someone broke the taboo.
Correct. Vespa, click clack, Vespa's shoes audibly sound off on the flooring. Hey, why don't you take your shoes off at least? Click clack, I can hear them open each door of the house. Wait, listening for shit, huh? Vespa was almost at the door to Faye's room. The floor is soaked with water. Where's this blood? Doc, run! A yellow blade flashes before my eyes. Zhang Lei's padao blocked Vespa's sword. The sharp noise echoed through the house. Zhang Li of Dogui Combat Office, I've read a report on you in the past. Well, ain't that an honor? Dr. Moses, please take good care of my daughter. I gave him a nod. Vespa adjusted his glasses and scowled at me. The sounds of swords clashing against each other blared from the house for a while. Noises of furniture breaking down, clashes of tussles, clamor of tussles and rough shoot. One day, I'm going to be able to read and, like, it's gonna... You know what? The moment I learn how to fucking read is peak, right? That's when we fucking get in there, right? You don't understand. That's when we fucking get in there, guys. Fellas, that's when we fucking get in there. This is the moment I learn how to read. Never. Please let me have dreams. And I might need to change Vespa Crabro's voice because this actually hurts my throat for some reason. Unless I just keep on doing it enough that I get used to it. Sounds of clamor of tussles and roughshots. I hurriedly went down the apartment, carrying Faye on my back. I couldn't afford to wait for an elevator, so we took the stairs. The noise of them fighting could still be faintly heard as I descended. We reached the ground floor. Something dropped from above with a heavy thud, causing the concrete floor around to cave in. I laid Faye on the ground. A dark, sharp rose from the ground. The dark shape... The dark shape rose from the ground as it came under the streetlight. Vespa's yellow clothing was smeared with blood. The blood wasn't his. He's holding something in his hand and he tossed at us. It's Zhang Li's head. The dark shape! Shut! Holy shit, it's a black silence! Can you read? You must understand. CCW, you must understand. I can't read. Why do you think I was like, are you really fucking, like, finally distortion to, like, okay. I'm gonna sit down with you for a second. When you said finally distortion detective, I was like, hey, at least someone's gonna be enjoying this. But the reason I doubt that a lot of people are gonna enjoy, I'm doing this. I'm doing this no matter what, so I can actually fucking get through this. But I can't read for shit. I make up fucking, like, shit in my head. I have to read sentences 3 times sometimes. Fuck, I can't even read normal-ass messages. Okay. KL, half the time you write a message, you leave out half the context. So I'm not gonna... Other messages, I sometimes do it incorrectly, but... You will fucking write a message with half context and expect me to understand it. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Let's continue. It's Zhang Li's head. I placed my smoky pipe in my mouth and let out a pale blue bet. Because half the fucking context was normal knowledge! No, it's not! It's shit you think in your head! Right, no, this is the thing is, you think half a fucking sentence in your head, and then blurt out the other half, without me understanding what you're talking about. Like, context isn't knowledge. Knowledge is knowledge. Context is something that you can't acquire from normal knowledge by the nature of context! You won't finish your sentence, you won't know. It's not that he doesn't finish his sentences, he doesn't start his sentences. He says a final statement. It's like you have a conversation in your head and then fucking find out the last statement. Like I'm supposed to understand that. Maybe have better memories. Motherfucker. I let out a pale blue breath, and red blood gushed out before I could finish my breathing. My right arm fell to the ground along with my pipe. Vespa was already cleaning up the blood on his yellow blade of his sword. I couldn't even see him draw it from a sheath.
I've collected testimony from 50 people. This recording is enough justification for me to execute you in District 14, Moses.
Put his yellow wando back in his sheath. Slowly approached me.
Any last words?
Vesper spoke in a deep voice, adjusting his glasses. We'll read one more chapter. Maybe, for fuck's sake. Do we read one more chapter, or do we just play Library of Ruina? Fellas. It's a harpoon, not an ordinary spear. A whale! Just one more, said the alcoholic. This has nothing to do with my drinking problem. This is distortion, detective, damn it. I'm sorry, I haven't had a beer in like a week and a half, so you know what? Fuck you. Do we want to... I'm gonna fucking read another thing before no one answers. I'm more interested to hear what... I'm more interested in hearing what you have to say. Do you want to take my life? Blood is flowing out of my severed right arm. All I could do was run my mouth.
Dr. Moses, I do not enjoy killing people. I don't wish to stain my body with blood that I don't need to see.
So what is it you want?
First and foremost, the most important task, retrieving the original footage that was recorded.
It was the flood with the lounge bay with radon gas in your liner road. Huh?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak English? I really want to know. I really, you know what? This is like, I'm interested in like, do you It was a flood with the launch bay with radon glass and new liner old. DRG. When I'm talking to you, KL, I'm not gonna fucking assume the context of... I know you're playing DRG, but that wasn't a part of the conversation. So just suddenly bring it in without going, in DRG, is this a new liner or an old? Gets rid of that context because it's not a part of the present conversation. Where fucking else have launch bay anything sci-fi related? And I'm not exactly thinking about what video game you're playing at all times. Sci-fi is overrated? I agree! Most sci-fi is shit. Very much, most sci-fi is shit. I guess you could call, like, there's sci-fi elements in... There are sci-fi elements in, Project Moon. But this is the thing, is they do it well. They do it really cool. Instead of fucking most sci-fi, which is shit. Vesper shook his hand to check his watch for a moment, then resumed his speech.
Second, moving you, as around Urea, the 3 people who broke the taboo, to Endcorp. Apparently Urea was not the only one guilty of violating the taboo.
You don't immediately kill those who break the taboo? How considerate.
Well, that's how things are.
But no one who's been sent to Endcorp for infringing the taboo has ever returned, to my knowledge. Vesper glared at me and readjusted his glasses.
Dr. Moses, make no mistake. I could decapitate you right now and store your head on the preservation cube. Then why aren't you doing so?
Vesper has something he needs to coax out of me. Something he can get from me. Knowledge about the distortion? No. It doesn't make much sense for a taboo hunter to inquire about this distortion. Vesper's objectives is to bring Ezra, Uria, and I to his employer. He seems to have located me easily, and then he might be aware of Ezra's location as well. Perhaps he already took care of her? However, he would have no need to hesitate if I were the only remaining target. Now I get it. Finding Ezra and I should be easy for him, but Uria? Even if he found Ezra and Uria in the hotel room we booked, he'd only have an unconscious body on his hands. It would be difficult to imagine via common knowledge that her conscious mind has been transferred to this small teddy bear of all things. Not a buzzy replacement or any conceivable alternative. And Vesper is pressed for time right now. If he had enough to spare, he would have severed my head like he threatened to do just now, and searched my brain for the relevant information. This shows that he has no time to do even that. This gives me leeway for a negotiation. He needs to know something only a conscious Uria knows. He's yet to find the original recordings, and only Uria knows where they are. They'd be inside Uria's workshop. In that case, I have time and information as my weapon. People often say fantasy is always the same. I just point and people oh yeah, no, fucking okay. A lot of fantasy stuff does tend to be really samey, but there can be a lot of fucking variation in fantasy shit. I'm gonna change the music real quick. What is this? Fire. No. Where's other fucking chill Limbus soundtracks? Alright, we'll keep on this for a bit. Both are repetitive as fuck, but like, why does only one of them get hate? I hate sci-fi way more than I hate fantasy, because fantasy has so much room for variation. I mean, just do like 2 different D&D campaigns and you'll really understand how much variation there can be in fantasy. It's very open. Sci-fi tends to be the same thing over and over again. Sci-fi tends to have the same stories, tends to have the same themes, tends to have the same fucking characters, tends to have the same everything, and it pisses me off. While fantasy, you could have variation in characters, you could have variation in stories, and you can in both, but fantasy's like been done more. And I think that's the reason it has more variation it often has. I mean, like, read Dungeon Meshi. Read Delicious in Dungeon or Dungeon Meshi. That's all about, I mean, that's about a bunch of things, but, like, the main characters are very unique. The fucking world itself is very unique in that, like, it doesn't rely too much on magic. Dungeon Odyssey? I don't know what that is. But like, okay, if you read Dungeon Meshi, you could see me pirating it there. Is there a wiki? Yeah. No. Oh, there's a book? I had no idea. Oh wait, this is Adventurer's Bible. Report! Get him! Is there like a... Alright. Straight up. Where's Living Armor? Living Armor. In Dungeon Meshi, Living Armor isn't just some magical thing. Living Armor is mollusks. They control each... So they cook it there, but like... They control, They really could have done this better. Basically, they will connect hands together and control parts of the armor to basically attack any intruders. The armor is actually a natural part of them as well. That's really fucking cool. And that's really creative. Mimics as well in this world are way more creative than I think most mimics. Mimics are hermit crabs. That just makes sense. Fellas, that just makes sense. It doesn't make any sense for mimics to be these chests. I mean, it does make some sense to mimics to be actual chests, but for them to be hermit crabs that go from different, like, disguise to different disguise, like animal skulls, helmets, pots, there's like smaller ones that for the younger mimics. It's really fucking cool. That's really fucking awesome. Honestly, read Dungeon Meshi. Delicious and Dungeon. That's actually peak. Read it. The anime's out. The anime has really good animation as well, so watch it if you need, but read it. It's so peak. It's honestly one of my favorite things. Treasure insects as well. Coin bug. Coin bugs are so cool. And do you know what fucking happens? Is coin bugs will go into fucking... Okay, coin bugs will invade the chest that mimics have slowly, and then in the chest they'll lay their young, and then the young will feed off the mimic, and then once they feed off the mimic, they're, of course, now in a chest, so if someone opens the chest, they get attacked by the coin bugs. That's fucking creative world building right there. That's creative world building if I've ever seen it. It's so fucking cool. It's so unbelievably cool. It's also really fucking funny. There's all sorts of types of dragons. There's a shit ton of stuff here. Ultimate strongest monster. That's spoilers. There's a shit ton of stuff here that are all really fucking cool and so creative. Try getting these nuts across her face. Ha 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 ha. So funny, man. Anyways. Yeah, peak. Read Dungeon Meshi. It's really good. Or watch it, but also read it. It has probably, like... I'm a sucker for, like, ecosystems in fantasy. And, like, monster ecosystem. I'm a huge sucker for that. That's one of Monster Hunter World's... Like, Monster Hunter series is one of my favorite series. Because they have that ecosystem and realism to how monsters work. So, Dungeon Meshi is literally, I eat that shit up like it's nothing else. Holy shit, it's so good. Also, it's really funny. It's a comedy, and holy shit, it's funny. It also has some of the better character writing I've seen in manga in a long time. It's Dungeon Meshi Thursday. Don't forget to watch the new episode, motherfucker. My god. Anyways. Looks like I'm the only conscious person who has a lead on the whereabouts of the original footage, and you're running short of time. Vesper furrowed his brow.
It seems it's my turn again. What happened to Ezra?
No, it seems it's my turn again. What happened to Ezra?
Fine then, let's show a bit of honesty to each other. After I answer your questions, you'll answer mine in return.
I'll take it. And you still haven't given me an answer for my last question.
I lost Miss Ezra. She was a quick-witted one.
I was quite relieved to hear the news, but I still cannot trust him fully.
It's my turn, Dr. Moses. Do you know where the original copy of footage you recorded is located?
I know that the footage is in Uria's atelier. At the same time, I don't know how to access her workshop. Yes, I know where the footage is. I just don't know how to get there. Vesper raises an eyebrow. What did you do with Uria's body?
It's in my car, and I haven't laid a finger in it. I answered your question, so let me ask mine. Can you figure out how to access the location where the footage is?
I can figure it out. I can simply ask Uria about it. Even if I had no way of knowing, this is a question I am obligated to answer with yes.
If I said otherwise, my usefulness would expire to him. Vesper believes what I'm saying. This question is one asked by someone expecting to hear a truthful statement for every question. He's more honest than he seems. I've gained all the information I need from him. Vesper is likely telling the truth. That would mean Ezra is alive, Uriah body is fine as well. All I can do next is have faith in Ezra. I can, but what happens to us once we fall out to you to Eggcorp?
I'm afraid I don't know that. All I do is hunt down those who violate the taboo and send them to Eggcorp.
Vesper looked at his watch again.
Alright, I believe we can now make a deal. As you pointed out, I have little time to spare. I will only take you along with the original footage, Dr. Moses. I will forfeit the hunt for Ezra and Uriah as of now. I would advise against attempting to bargain for more for your information.
Fine. Uriah, open the atelier for him. Uriah squirmed out of my pocket. Vesper quietly stares at us, showing no reaction to the moving teddy bear.
Detective Moses! I told you, you should trust me. Understood. A door is needed to get to my atelier. We could use the one in Mr. Zhang's house.
Can you make some time to go back up to the apartment?
If we must, we'll go up as you ask. Uriah, your arm and this smoking pipe will be in my possession. You'll have to come with me anyway.
After I nodded, Vesper came to my side. He took out our stasis preservation cube from his inside coat pocket and stored my right arm in it. Putting the cube back, Vesper covered my shoulders with dressing. Wait, Vesper covered my shoulders with dressing?
Ah yes, Caesar salad! We're going to fucking... the Moses salad, yes! Yum yum yum!
He then put Faye on his shoulder, who was still lying on the ground, unconscious. He bent his knees to lower his position and stretched an arm at us. Uriah and I watched Vesper's bizarre series of movements, in silence, however.
We have no time to take an elevator. Come over here.
Do we really have to do this?
Do we really have to do this? Dr. Moses, I cannot waste a second.
Disgusting. Vesper leapt to the 17th floor of the apartment with Faye and I in his embrace. He has a tremendous muscular strength. He must have gained it through a multitude of augmentation procedures, and I assume he partakes in Caesar's physical training as well. We were back at Zhang house in an instant. All of the furniture in his house is now severely damaged and broken. Blade cuts were vividly shown on the walls. I could guess how fierce the battle was, despite its length.
I merely acted in self-defense while executing my duty. I hope you don't have any hard feelings towards me for killing an acquaintance of yours, Dr. Moses.
He's a dangerous kind. He switches attitudes in an instant and entices people to into bringing their guards down with honeyed words. Saying that he didn't do it because he wanted to, this man could have easily neutralized Zhang Li without killing him. In that sense, Vesper is a pro when it comes to hunting people. He knows when to apply psychological pressure on his targets and when to loosen him up. Every action of his is calculated. Vesper gently put Faye and I on the floor. Uriah, open the workshop. Uriah, remove the sketch balls. Uriah climbed out my pocket and touched one of the closed doors. The door vibrated briefly.
Done. I want you to enter first.
Vesper said, adjusting his glasses. It had been an unfamiliar sight for him, but he doesn't appear to be phased at all. I picked up Uriah, who was standing in front of the door, and placed her on my shoulder. I opened the door to the now familiar staircase to Uriah's atelier. I slowly walked down the stairs. Vesper followed us from behind, keeping a distance. After coming down the stairs, we are walking along the corridor leading to the hall. This is where the real battle starts. Uriah, the bears. Right as I whispered the words to Uria, I rolled forward. All the bears in Uria's atelier rushed out at once. Teddy bears armed with blades on their paws jumped at Vesper. There was a flash of yellow light. The heads of the bears dropped to the ground before they could even reach him. A large bear with an axe descends from the ceiling, aiming for Vesper. The bear is split in half before touching the ground, while Vesper's sword was busy cutting apart bears. I desperately ran towards the exit, numerous bears gang up on Vesper. Every single one of them is sliced up before they can touch him. Keeping Vesper occupied is good enough work for us, however. You can't pump out of a limited amount of bears, can you? Of course I can't. I'm about to faint from dizziness. I'm squeezing my brain right now. Uria struggled to speak, clinging to my shoulder.
Dr. Moses, I am disappointed.
Is she a doctor? I had no idea she was a doctor. Everyone calls her doctor. I imagine she has doctorate, or she's like doctor as in the sense of medical, but like that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Vesper's quiet might have reached my ear. I arrived at the stairs leading to the up to the outside, and I told Vesper, "You'll find the footage you're looking for at the end of that corridor. You'd best settle for retrieving the footage." Vesper is surrounded by a legion of teddy bears. It's physically improbable that it'll come up for us immediately in that state. Just need to take a few more steps up the stairs.
I intend to keep my word. I am taking both you and the footage.
Light flashed up for a split second. I fell down on my face with a groan. A spear penetrated my left thigh and nailed to the floor. This is a tool for hunting humans. It's a harpoon, not an ordinary spear. Damn it. The hornet was embroidered in his clothes for a reason. Yeah, no shit. Everyone's named after their fucking biggest strength. Like, you fucking... I swear to fucking God, one day we're gonna meet a fixer that's like... we could just tell what the fuck he does. This is gonna be a fixer, right? Like, the Black Silence fucking turns the room silent. So, if the room turns silent and you hear the clanging of weapons, you basically know, oh, where there's a fucking color fixer. The blue reverberation. We are going to one day find out the weakness of a fucking fixer just by his name and beat him before he fucking does anything. Because their name is going to be way too obvious. Vesper unhurriedly approaches me, slicing up bears around him. I try to pull the harpoon out of my thigh, but it wouldn't budge, and I had the strength to remove this. Yu tries to help me, but to no avail. Falling on the stairway, I lifted my head. All I had to do was climb up the stairs. Vesper was now right behind me. The exit seemed so far and faint now.
I suppose taking your head was a better idea after all.
Vesper adjusts his glasses.
This will not happen again.
So this is how it has.
Hectopascal kick! 10 times the acceleration!
Ezra landed her foot on Vesper's chest with incredible force. Vesper was flung far away at a remarkable speed.
Detective, are you okay?
Ezra was covered in injuries. Just look at me and tell me if this looks okay.
Ezra Sonbe! Junior!
Uria hopped excitedly. Ezra responded with a wide smile. She must have been worried about the Uria because she couldn't protect her body from Vesper. But it's still too early to be relieved. Most foes would have been reduced to pieces of flesh and bone the moment they came in contact with Ezra's flying kick coming down from the height of a long stairway at full force. However, Vesper was only knocked away from its impact. That monster of a— What do you fucking mean, Haunts? For fuck's sake, what do you mean, horse? That monster of a man. Ezra, please get rid of this thing stuck in my thigh.
Okay, Detective, hold still for a bit.
I gripped my teeth. The harpoon was removed from the ground and once Ezra gave it some force. I meant you, Detective, can you get up on your own? Ezra has no time to help me up. She has to face the Vesper, who will be coming back for us in no time. Sonbe, I'll help Detective up with my bears.
Okay, I'll leave it to you, Junior.
Small teddy bears appeared and lifted me. They're probably a manifestation from the last of Uria's mental strength that she could squeeze out. The bears carry us, speedily climb up the staircase. Ezra, follow us right away! With a blast of sound, a yellow light sparks from the end of the corridor and gestures towards us. In the fraction of a second, Ezra caught the yellow blade between her palms with a clapping motion.
Excellent.
Vesper remarked, shaking his rumpled hair with his vacant right hand. Detective, you should go first, Ezra shouted. Ezra, get back up here as soon as you see the chance, I shouted back. Don't think I could do that, sorry, Ezra answered. Huh. Fuck, now I want to read another chapter, but unfortunately for this fucking this fucking book, I have to play Library of Ruina. Why your Vesper sound like Snape? Because did you see the man? He looks sick of his job. He looks like he's tired of everything. He looks like he's just like here to fucking he's not excited. He's just bored. He's just tired. That's the impression I got from him. He's 24. I don't give a shit about the age when I fucking voice characters unless they're a very old man. Alright, people don't exactly sound that different when they're fucking young. Okay, I need to... Where's the library? There we go. Boop. While this is loading, I'm going to refill my water. I'll be back. I'm back, hello. Wow, it still hasn't loaded. Give it a second. Let me just... There we go. Wait, this fucking stream has one clip. Who the fuck clipped what? Which one of you fuckers? Oh god. I have water. So guys, how is Library of Ruin a loading screen for you? You know, it's one of my personal enjoyments in life. What about you? I'm curious. Oh, apparently the bitrate's unstable. E. I'm gonna see who the fuck clipped what there. Never mind, I can't see. Yippee! Is the bitrate fine for you guys? According to Twitch, it's unstable. It really should be higher. Oh, there we go. Meow. Ugh. Seems fine. Twitch is saying my... Yep. I don't like skipping that, but like, we watched it twice last time. Twitch is staying my bitrate's unstable, so if anything fucks up, tell me. I am curious. Huh? You fucker. You piece of shit. The audacity. What fucking audacity, bitch. To skip me. Okay, that's fair. I deeply apologize. I forgot how simple the early Abno fights are. So this is a bit loud. Shit. Oh, this is gonna be fun. With me being an idiot and chat being mean. Why, it's just a recipe for success. We're fine. We're about to win. Motherfucker! I've never been more embarrassed in my fucking life. I'm actually throwing. I used to be so good at this fucking game. I used to be so good at this fucking video game! It used to be so easy! What happened? How far have I fallen from my once perfect throne? Oh. Yeah, it should be that easy. Oh my fucking god! The low rolls! one. No. Okay, we're good. Easy question mark? Shut the fuck up, please. It's bad. Oh my god. The rust? No, it's not that I'm rusty. It's just some ass.
Not there.
네.
Ugh.
뒤틀림에 대해
No. This is still really, like, powerful page. Now that I think about it, this is still a really powerful page, even with the, like... Oh, in the name of survival? For real? Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm not gonna fucking do that, but uh-oh. Okay, so these are all exclusive to him. Dogma balls. Oh no! Well, what's this? Oh, dried up. I forgot about dried up. I forgot dried up existed. I just, yeah, there's two of those just to like, yeah, uh-huh. Okay, now we can send general invitations, apparently. Oh, that's a simple hunter. We're not gonna do that for now, but I should do it at some point. Is there anything for like 2? Nah, that's just base shit. Rats plus the city croak! I know. Wait, rats plus city? The fuck you mean rats plus city? Don't you mean Brotherhood of Iron plus city? Which is this. This is Outskirts Survival. Just speed up all the base shit while some- I'm gonna do this first. I wanna do gun touting rats. I wanna do gun touting rats. Oh, this is fucking peak. Gun! Why is the Dirty Blue 1-1 push 1-2? Panic. They all have. Can I handle this? That's a good question. I mean, that's a 1 to 8. Ooh. Ooh. I'm sweating already, bro. I'm sweating already. What are their resistances? Oh. Oof. Ugh.